after the abysmal opening of Snow White and the 7 crazy people, fairy creatures, dick jugglers, Buddha lovers, whatever it's called, this movie is considered a flop. The movie did not even make 50 million in its opening weekend, and it's only going to be worse. The drop off is going to be insane, and I can't wait to see what percentage is the drop off. This comes to us from the Hollywood Reporter, though. Snow White producer son slams immature Rachel Zegler, clearly hurt the film. 100%. I've been saying this for a while now, chat. I said that if Rachel Zegler did not say anything, the only thing that people can give her shit for is that the fact that her skin is not white. That's about it. If Rachel Zegler did not say jack shit about weird, oh, we don't need the prince to be stalking a princess. It's super weird. You know, it's a movie came out over almost 80 years ago. And, it's not going to be saved by the prince. He's going to be, look, if her activism and her activist, whatever she is, her activist priorities, if that wasn't in the forefront and she has never said anything, no one would have said anything about this movie. It's sort of a very good reflection, if you think about it, to Halle Bailey from Ariel. Sorry, chat. Halle Bailey from Little Mermaid. If you're talking about comparatively, they both are not cast to how they look like in their counterparts in the animated films. They both have bug-eyed, wide-eyed. One of them talks shit about Trump voters, talks shit about the original animation and how it's weird and how the prince is not going to be saving and stalking Snow White anymore. And you have Halle Bailey that didn't really say anything. Right? She maybe said some stuff here and there, but it's not nearly on the level of crazy Rachel Zegler. And this ultimately hurt the film. But the thing is, the film wasn't really woke. Did it have communism, socialism issues in there and messaging? Absolutely. Was the film also really bad? 100%. The film was extremely long. It's almost 2 hours. And now we have someone saying from the inside saying that this movie was her fault. This movie bombed because she couldn't keep her big mouth shut. Crazy. Bug eyes are hot right now. Yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy. Big buggy eyes. A Snow White producer's son is harshly slamming Rachel Zegler, accusing the star of hurting the film with her social media comments. Jonah Platt, son of Mark Platt, took to Instagram to defend his father against Zegler fans in the wake of the Variety story that noted that Platt apparently, at Disney's behest, flew to New York City in August to ask the actress to remove a Free Palestine comment. Oh shit! I didn't even read this. She was asked to remove it? To remove a Free Palestine comment that she made on X while she was thanking Disney fans for watching Snow White trailer. Oh, I believe I remember this now. It wasn't on Instagram, but on X. She doesn't really use X anymore. The commenter called Platt's father creepy as hell and said the producer's efforts to control Zegler's social media posts was uncalled for. This is 100% called for. I've been working in the entertainment media for a long time, okay? I've been working in games, animation, I did a little bit of background acting, and given the fact that you are associated with these companies, these titles, video games, TV shows, what have you, you represent the company, right? Whenever you go to E3, well, rip E3, right? So whenever I did go to E3, you have to wear your name tag. Your name tag and the barcode, and it has your name on it, and it also tells the people around you where you work. So if you go to E3 and you wilding out, fucking causing a ruckus, a fruckus, a juckus, I don't give a fuckus, you are going to get called out and saying that you are a piece of shit, and you might get in trouble for it because you are representing your company at these public events. Now, X, on the other hand, it is literally the watering hole. It's literally the town hall where everyone comes, everyone congregates in X. That is crazy. That she thinks that, and her fans think that this is uncalled for. 100% justified. 100% called for. There's a reason why Rachel Zegler did not really talk near the premiere. Within the past, I would say, month or two, she wasn't really in the limelight, right? And when she was in the limelight, she didn't really say anything political. All she sort of said was, I'm glad to be playing Snow White, and here is me promoting the movie. And of course, the reason why you can't say Free Palestine, because there are a lot of people in Hollywood, especially Hollywood, that are Jewish. So if you're saying that Free Palestine from the river to the sea or whatever, you're going to get called out. So this is 100% called for. Whoever ate this commenter is absolutely retarded. Absolutely retarded. In a since deleted reply, Jonah Platt, who hosts the... Okay, this makes 100% sure. This person is Jewish. There it is. This person is Jewish. Being Jewish podcast wrote, "You really want to do this? Yeah, my dad, the producer of enormous piece of Disney IP with hundreds of millions of dollars on the line, had to leave his family to fly across the country to reprimand his 20-year-old employee for dragging her personal politics into the middle of promoting the movie for which she signed a multi-million-dollar contract to get paid for and do publicity for." And when you sign these contracts, there are things that you actually sign in the NDA saying that you cannot make the company look bad. You cannot say this, you cannot say that. Even when you get fired or let go from a company, that contract is not null and void. It is still part of the NDA. You still represent the company and the project that you're working on. Okay? I've signed NDAs before. There's a gaming company that I'm not gonna put the name out there, but there's a gaming company out there that I was let go from. It wasn't because of bad performance or anything like that. The whole entire department got liquidated. I would say liquidated and got let go because of restructure, which is their loophole of saying that we're gonna let everyone go without sounding really, really bad. Now, during my exit interview, I guess you would say, I had to sign an NDA saying that I cannot badmouth the company, I cannot go online and badmouth the company, and I cannot talk and badmouth the company to potential future employees of the company. Okay? This is crazy. This dumb bitch should have known this by now, but she's too dumb and she's too much of a bitch. He continued, "This is called adult responsibility and accountability, and her actions clearly hurt the film's box office. Free speech does not mean you're allowed to say whatever you want in your private employment without repercussion. Tens of thousands of people worked on that film, and she hijacked the conversation for her own immature desires at the risk of all colleagues and crew and blue-collar workers who depend on the movie to be successful. Narcissism is not something to be coddled or encouraged." And this is 100%. She thinks that she's on the right side of history. She's an extreme crazy activist who got hired for her singing. Don't get me wrong. She's very, very good at singing. Very, very good at it. But she is an awful person. Terrible person. And you can tell she hates Gal Gadot. Like, just the chemistry they had, it sounds like she really wanted to strangle her on set. Brie Larson, 100%. Brie Larson was this person a long time ago. But after, I would say, around the time the Marvels came out, she sort of just went whisper quiet. She didn't really say anything anymore. She didn't really do anything anymore. And even she said, I don't know, I'll come back whenever they want me to. Now, during the Avengers Doomsday, 5-hour thing that came out today, right, as of recording this, I did not see Brie Larson's name on the chair. They brought out a chair every 12, 15 minutes. They bring out another chair. And by the end of the 5-hour live stream, I don't remember seeing her name. Chat, if you did see it, let me know. But let's continue with this. Disney had no immediate comments, nor did a representative for Jonah or Mark Platt. Jonah Platt has been an advocate against anti-Semitism and has repeatedly spoke out against Kanye West, such as after the rapper stenciled swastikas on his building. Yo, Kanye West is crazy. Kanye West is wilding out. He's crazy, man. Mark Platt previously weighed in on the topic of actors making political statements on his son's podcast. Platt, who also produced the mega hit Wicked, there it is, right? Was asked about the film stars Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo making pro-Palestine statements and how he handles such instances. No decent human being wants any suffering, inhumanity from decent people. What happens in the instances is individuals ascribe their names to something where they are not being completely informed, and the messaging is to them. There is suffering here. We have to speak out for the suffering. The message doesn't include there is also suffering over here, or there is suffering that was prompted or instigated by an act of terror or an act of evil. There's a terrorist group in the place that wishes for the annihilation of a group of people that gets left out of the conversation. So my way of dealing with it is, when the moment is right, to have that conversation where it can be heard and not in the midst of anger. And I feel good about those conversations that I've been having, which is good, right? There's a time and a place to make these conversations, to have these dialogue with one another. But while the movie is not even out yet, you are promoting whatever activism that you want to promote. And that definitely hijacks any kind of messaging, may it be good or bad, from the movie itself. Last week, Snow White opened below expectations to an estimated $43 million domestically. Globally, the live-action $270 million remake of an icon 1937 film was expected to clear $100 million, but instead came in at $87.3 million. $270 million? Okay, not nearly as much as... was it as much? No, I think Little Mermaid was like $300 million. This movie cost a lot of money. But we're not even factoring in marketing. We're not factoring in the money that they have to give to distributors, give to the movie theaters and everything. So I would say this movie needs to make $1 billion to see any profit. Almost $1 billion, maybe $800-900 million. That is absolutely insane. There has been plenty of blame to go around for this film's performance. There is a remake fatigue for starters. No, we have live action cash grab fatigue. Okay. Now, are there Disney live action remakes that are good? Yeah, definitely. But this one, absolutely not. This one didn't need it. Lilo and Stitch didn't really need it, and neither does Moana. Moana does not need it either. There's a lot of them, like Mufasa, Mulan. Oh man, Mulan. Oh my god, what a shitty ass movie. There's a lot of them. I would say it's not a fatigue. I would say that Disney needs to start coming up with new ideas, making new shit. But I digress. Some question whether there was ever an inherent mass interest in a Snow White revival. There are, yes, the film's various controversies, from the debate over film's handling of the Seven Dwarfs to evil Queen actress Gal Gadot's pro-Israel stance. There's also the film itself. Snow White received largely negative reviews from critics, averaging a dismal 42% critics score on Rotten Tomatoes. Man, the audience thought it was pretty good, right? Oh shit, my dick. Holy crap. That went, okay, there it is. Right, 47%. Yeah, it's also true that Zegler's comments over the last 3 years have certainly made headlines and stirred up plenty of social media uproar. This movie was postponed like 3 times. It's a lot. It's a lot of postponed, right? So delaying it costs more money. Delaying movies costs more to make the movie, right? Because you have to pay people. You have to pay the visual effects department, right? Like everything, almost everything from that movie is like, I would say, is 3D. Like it's all visual effects. Like 85% of it. That's a lot, right? Versus if you actually have an interactable set, or you shoot, you actually shoot on location, that'd be pretty damn cool, right? Zegler reportedly criticized the original film and wrote a scathing post-election message about Donald Trump. This is one huge reason, right? Who or what type of people is your demographic, right? Let's talk about this really quick. Who is the key demo for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Little kids, young kids, nothing over the double digits, anything that's 10 and below. This is what this movie is for. Now, are there Disney movies that caters towards adults, right? They have kids, it's catered towards kids, but adults can enjoy it. Adults, can, watch it and be like, oh, wow, this is actually pretty cool. It has some messaging for adults and like some kind of moral stance or whatever it is, right? But overall, this movie was made for little kids. Democrats don't have kids. Leftists don't have kids. Conservatives, Republicans, or the MAGA movement, or whatever you call it, they're the one who have kids. So, if you're basically saying that Trump should know no peace and everybody who voted for Trump should know no peace, that means that they're not going to bring their kids to go watch your fucking movie. It's that simple. Do you not know the transitive property? When I say transitive property, I'm not talking about properties when you're transitioning from a male to female. I'm talking about a math equation here. Okay? These are the people that you are catering towards, and you are fucking it up. Yet some concerns of the fandom were also set against her from the beginning, given that a young actress of Colombian and Polish descent was cast as traditionally white fairy tale character. I don't think this issue was that big. It's big, it is big. I'm not saying it's not, but it's not as bad as her activism. If it wasn't her activism, this movie would probably have garnered better opening. Maybe would have made $80 million. Who knows? But this is bad, right? People calling her Snow Brown, skin as white as poop or whatever it is. This would Little Mermaid. The only thing that was like really bad about it was sort of the story was sort of bad, and the fact that they casted a black person to play Ariel. That's about it. But for this movie, you have her being an activist, calling Trump supporters terrible people and they should know no peace. That also hurt the box office a lot. Zegler's performance in the film, on the other hand, was widely praised. Good singing, wasn't bad, wasn't necessarily woke. Some parts of it were, but overall not really too woke. Like it was like shoved down your throat, right? Even by critics who didn't like the movie overall, and in the weeks leading up to the film's release, Zegler has gamely promoted the film and avoided any obvious stumbles, which is true. Now, I do want to show this really quick. So I'm gonna go to X, and I'm going to make sure that I don't show anything too crazy, just in case Brandy Love pops up for some reason on my timeline because I follow her. Let's go ahead and check out My Nerdy Home. She posted out this video recently. Not video, yeah, a video. Let's say a video. On her X account. No, that's not it. That's what the article is. No, not that. No. This one right over here. This one is crazy. Cried the whole time. You are a literal magical princess. I love you so much, at Rachel Zegler. This is from her Instagram account. There's nobody there. Maybe like one or two people. There's nobody there. That's like the only people who are hooting and hollering is her and the person that she's there with. Now, on the other hand, I went to a movie theater that had people in it. But a lot of people that I know online and a lot of people who are sharing the actual seats, a lot of them were empty. This was really bad. This was insanely bad. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think this movie is going to make that much money. Now, I'm not sure how much it's going to be making from overseas, right? I'm not sure how much people are going to be watching it from China, from UK or whatever other country it is. But we'll see how bad this is. I don't think that this movie is going to break even at all. I think this movie will probably make back its production, but it's not going to make back it back the marketing, distribution, and advertising. Yeah, this is really, really bad. We'll see where this is, but Don't watch the movie, chat. Don't watch the movie. Like I said in the previous one, I fell asleep almost 3 times in the movie. 3. Dragon Ball Evolution is better than this movie.